She's a crazy baby. She said, you better let me say hi to my friend. All right, get. She's like, fine. Crazy little dog. She's just too quick to control sometimes. Just zips in. You're like, Mom. And I even like put her on her bed. I was like, stay. And she's like, haha, I can beat you in there. Let me bust out my computer.
I was making notes all week. I was just been sitting here dreaming about this day.
What are your notes about?
Yeah.
Your body?
Yeah.
Good. Very nice. Let me bust up in my notes.
I just realized I wore like rigid, like ridge pant, kind of like I didn't wear like athletic pants.
Well,
It should be alright, right?
yeah, we'll work with it. What do you got going on?
I have my lower back, like this.
Like your glutes?
Yeah, from my chair. And one thing that I really wanted to like get kind of intricate was like the T&J massage.
Perfect.
Just because I feel like I just get really teeth grinding whenever I'm getting stressed. So
Yes.
and I actually took on like I took on extra client this month. It was like kind of like I didn't have the time at all, but it was like such a crazy ass opportunity, so I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
It's the 4th largest held cryptocurrency in Coinbase.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's called the Graph.
Very nice.
So it's like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and the Graph.
Wow.
And then they needed like an entire like marketing department built up from scratch and needed like a CMO basically. And so I just came on and like kind of was like, look, because I'm working on taking Mirror Public right now on the OTCs, kind of clean sheets. And I was like, look, that's what I'm doing right now. And they're like, well, we just want you to come on and help, you know, just do what you can. And so like, of course, you just had to have like, you know, I wouldn't just take the bull by the horns.
Yeah.
So I just been killing myself. And so I've been extra stressed. My jaw's real messed up. And I guess like the related, like up here was kind of like all in.
Yeah. Okay.
And then and then my shoulders, and then my.
Where, when you say shoulders, what do you mean?
I guess just like
On top, like the actual shoulder blade, or are you talking about like your like deltoid?
I wrote poker shoulders.
So you're just feeling like they're like lifted up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, poker shoulder. And my palms. And wrists, of course, wrists.
I'm guessing is your right one or left one? I mean, typically it's right from the mouse, but
the right, yeah, I would say right more than left.
I wrote wrist, of course. I don't need to put that in my notes. All right, right wrist.
Yeah, like both my wrists, but right especially. And then I'd say both my arms, because like I've just been sitting at the computer like going just nonstop, and my elbows are just kind of tight, you know, they hurt just from sitting there so long. Yeah, the arms need to tune up, and then and then hips, left butt cheek, lower back, poker shoulder, both my arms, both wrists, palms, TMJ, head massage would be really, the head is phenomenal.
Okay.
And then I said a back pop with stretch, not necessarily pop, but like should we do maybe like a little stretching too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to help me get a little flexibility maybe.
Yeah.
And then basically that's what I got there.
That's it? Are you sure?
Some legs and you know, like I guess the full body.
Okay.
And maybe you want to step on my feet a little bit. That'd be great.
Cool.
My feet is good. I feel like that's like basically every part of the body though, you know?
Yeah, but it's still good to know exactly what it is that you're feeling. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That way I can know, okay, like, especially the way that you have things, the way that you present things to me, it gives me ideas of like what's bothering you more, what, you know, and it kind of helps me like classify what's going on.
Yeah, I definitely feel my spine like right here.
Your QL and like probably yeah, it's definitely QL. So what about your, last time it was specifically your right arm, shoulder, wrist, but it's both arms, but the right wrist is worse, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, it's been since early July since we've seen each other. So I mean, I just kind of like to look back at what we've done last.
The right arm always takes the brunt.
Yeah.
The left arm.
Okay.
And that's the wrist I've always had problems with.
Yeah, but you've been stuck on a computer for a long time. So I mean, I think that's just like overuse type stuff.
Yeah, that was the one you originally healed me.
Yeah. And now it's just kind of flaring.
Yeah, now I just maintenance.
Have you done any taking like turmeric as a supplement to help with like inflammation? I just started doing that. I've been training for like a little fitness competition thing that's in 2 weeks. My body's been really mad. Yeah. So I started adding magnesium at nighttime to kind of, it helps with sleep, stress, muscle.
Do that, yeah.
And I got that from HEB. It's a powder form. It's bomb. It's a raspberry lemonade, so it's delicious. I just pour 8 ounces of water, toss some of that magnesium in there. Dude, I am out like a light.
Dude, do you think I could have like a treatment plan, you think? Or like,
yeah.
Can you write
I can write something up for you. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because that'd be phenomenal. Because I want to actually get what you were saying right now.
Yeah.
I don't have an ounce of energy left to get a single note.
No, totally fine. I'll write up an email after you leave.
That'd be okay. So you take magnesium, and then what was the other thing you did?
Turmeric.
The turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
What's that supposed to do?
Inflammation.
Inflammation. Oh shoot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's for inflammation and immune system. All right. So
I left knee because I was sitting on my leg again.
Stop it.
I just have.
So your left knee?
Yeah, my left. This knee.
Oh, so you sit on your left foot. Yeah. So you're hiking your left hip up. So you're funking up that QL.
Yeah.
You're messing up that glute.
Yeah.
You're hurting that leg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As long as we can just connect those dots together. You.
Self-destructive.
Yeah, stop with that behavior.
Put that as a parentheses. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just completely melted. Because it was like, I got it because I got it from this guy that kind of fucks up their project a little bit, and they were kind of already so kind of like disgruntled, and then I was just kind of like, I was like, fuck it, so I've just had this disgruntled person I've been working really hard for, so I've just been going balls to the wall as hard as I possibly can go. It's been crazy.
Sounds like it. All right.
Thank you so much for always being so thorough. You're the best. I always appreciate you.
My pleasure. Let me go. I'm going to grab something really quick. I'll be right back in and we'll get going. Yeah, absolutely. Let me grab some. Yeah, my friend. Agua?
Oh, yes, you're the best, dude.
Oh, my pleasure.
Wait, so it was January last?
July 6th or 9th, July 9th.
See, I'm still about 30 days.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's the 11th. You actually did pretty well this time.
I was dying now.
So go to the pillow and then get yourself diagonal. Feet, yeah, perfect.
Oh. Rest and relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, dude. So excited.
All right.
I do have to roll at 9:30, unfortunately. I'm back with my parents. That's what we got, I figure.
Yeah. Where your parents live? Oh, I know where your parents live. Wait, those were her parents' house, wasn't it? Or that your parents' house where I first met you at?
Yeah, that's Haley's, yeah.
Haley's, okay.
And then, my parents are right off.
Nice. Is that kind of close to your house?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you guys like living close to them?
Yeah.
Nice to have dinners together and stuff.
Yeah, it's similar to how you had your condo set up, except
Right.
they had the whole state though. You know, they came in, they could leave back out.
Nice.
How you had with your parents in your condo.
Oh yeah.
I remember how like they kind of lived in that state. They had a unit in the complex, right?
Right behind us, yeah. They were in a little bit nicer of a community. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I kind of set it up like that, so I could it's just nice and efficient, you know, because they're right down the street. I got everything I need kind of right there.
Yeah.
And the plan was when when it ramps back up, we'll be traveling.
That's nice. And they can help manage the house if y'all have someone renting or whatever.
Yeah, or it's just like I come back and then I have like my family a little bit of time, then I can go leave.
That's nice. Have you been spending a lot of time in California?
Doing that and like some time in Florida, and you know, just kind of doing. I probably do that that's like once every 90 days, by going somewhere.
Yeah. How's it been traveling with the pandemic and going to like California and Florida? Cali's pretty shut down still, huh? I mean, it's like as long as you're vaccinated, you can do stuff.
Yeah,
It seems.
it's like there's not like as much stuff going on, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of been like Airbnbs that are on place, kind of having your own fun, your own Airbnb.
Nice.
And so they got this really nice house in West Hollywood that they're renting for 3 months.
For the app you're doing?
Yeah, for that. Yeah, exactly. The Thatch house. So they just closed the fundraising, so they just went and got like an upgraded version of the same house. It was kind of funny.
Oh, that's nice. Good for them.
And they have this they like a nice pool there.
You're like, I already know where this is heading. Make sure my little
Back there, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Like close.
Yeah.
Keys. Go. Are you guys done with all your home renovations and stuff?
Yeah.
That's good, just to focus on work.
Yeah, we just gotta do trim. You gotta like
Crown molding or like the trim on the floor?
trim on the
Like
floor.
baseboards?
And then around the doors.
Nice.
Dude, your house is looking good though.
Thank you.
It's crazy to think that like it was getting built.
Yeah, last year it was like a year ago today, it was like, you know, the siding on it. Or I think there might have been some siding, but it was definitely not done yet.
When did like you officially move in?
On September 13th. Well, no, November 13th. November, yeah. I just saw my memories and I was like, oh, look at that house getting built.
How's it been? It's been solid.
It's been solid, yeah.
You like the builder? Like there hasn't been any issues?
The issues are mainly with like the painters were just really cruddy, and the texture in this room like really bothers me. There's lots of like messy spots, but I'm gonna have them fix it at my year warranty check, you know?
Really? They will?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we did a 6-month check and then we did a year check.
Holy shit.
I also didn't like Airtron, the people that did our AC. They straight up admitted to me because the humidity was pretty high, and I'm like, man, what the heck? And it was really hot in the front rooms, but really cool in the back. And which I know some of that will happen because the AC unit's in the back, so of course it'll be cooler closer to it. But one of the workers that came out, he was like, yeah, you know, a new build, there's just so many people here, so we really just install it and leave. We don't test it. Okay, so you know, an AC unit is supposed to be charged at 10. Mine was at 1.
What does that mean exactly?
Like no Freon.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then it was like there were settings off in all parts of the units, like the one in the attic, the one in the hallway, and outside. There's issues in every single one of them that they had to adjust.
Did
They did.
Damage it? Did it damage the unit?
I don't know. I should probably find that out if that does do, because I mean, it's like, that means it was running like that for like 7 months.
Wow. So
You know?
they filled you up and you were good.
Yeah. And then I had them come back out and like adjust the rooms so that we were getting like even airflow.
Oh wow.
Because if we'd had anyone like stay over, like, you know, when snowpocalypse happened, they're like, man, it's just so much, you know, I think it might have been warm in that room, but I'm like, it was cold. We did have heat. But there's something, it's like always something in that front room. It's not balanced out. Like right now, if you have someone come over, it's like warmer in that front room.
Really?
So I had them like adjust the ducts or whatever so that like they closed off the bedroom and the living room a little bit so that more would come back here. So I was like, man, my office is hot.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, it feels way better. Oh, you're talking about your adjustment?
No, but did you feel the air when they did the fix?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can tell that it's cooler.
Yeah, you're definitely on the left shoulder right there. Like that's like definitely like the right there where the rubber meets the road.
Mm.
Yeah. Wow. So they seem that's like a pretty badass warranty though. They can come back a year and do fixes like that.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have them come and change out like my window treatments, like the little sticks, you know, they're like, some of them are warped. And that could have been from like high humidity in the house, I don't know. But yeah, it was really bad, like my doors were all sticking. So now it's a lot better now the humidity's lower.
Oh, we always do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was so bad that Cody, at one point I was like in the bathtub and he was like, hey, like, why'd you lock me out? And I'm like, I never locked the bathroom door. Like, why would it be locked? And it wasn't locked. It was just so swollen from the humidity.
God.
And even the massage room door was doing that. It was just like, you'd really have to kind of like put a shoulder into it, you know?
God.
And you're like, what the heck is a brand new house?
Oh my God.
So,
How's he doing? How's Cody doing?
doing good, man. He's got a work van now. So,
Really?
he's about to get his master's license and, you know, for
Really?
electrician, yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
So what does that mean with the master's?
That means that he can pull permits and do like side jobs and like you have you can't pull permits unless you're a master. It just means you have to have a lot of hours and you have to pass tests. But he got a bunch of hours last year working on that big project in West Texas, so
Right.
working like that many weeks on.
Yeah, for Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. And the upper back area is definitely like.
Now, are you feeling it in here too? You're like inferior.
Wow, so he went out there, got a bunch of hours, and he's good to go now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he used to take the test.
Y'all used to do that because I know that was like kind of annoying because he was having to like live out there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like it almost seemed like it flew by kind of.
Kind of, but it was also like pulling fingernails off, you know?
Yeah.
Just because of what was going on in the world at the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just like emotionally unlevel,
Yeah.
being on government support, not being able to work, and then my partner not living in town, not having time to talk to me or the energy to,
Oh shit.
you know.
Yeah.
I was kind of losing my mind there for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I came back to the ground and I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did powered through it. It does seem like it was fast, but when you were in it, it's like, God, it was so long.
Yeah.
It'll be easier this next time.
I thought you did really good though, ramping back up though. Like
Well, thank
I feel like
you.
you like had like your procedure and like I felt like
Oh, yeah.
pretty sad and like I feel like you did a good job of
Well,
like
thank
stepping
you.
back into that too and like also kind of like figured out where your boundaries were.
Yeah.
And I felt like you did your best.
I wasn't sure if I needed to bring masks back or what. I've kind of just been letting clients take the lead. And I just don't see people when I don't feel comfortable, you know?
You know, maybe like you should do like on the app, like do you feel sick? Have you feel sick? And make them check a box that says that agrees that they don't feel sick or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe there's like I don't know, if you have a field you can add for that. But other than that,
It really takes conversation though, because people will kind of be like, you know, I asked this girl's like getting all nasty about the tie jam and what we're doing, right? And so I was like,
she doesn't like tie.
she doesn't like us sharing free information to the public. She thinks that because she spent way too much on her schooling, that we should be charging people to learn how to work on themselves. And she doesn't think that humans should be allowed to touch humans. It's crazy.
What does that even mean? Is she your partner or something?
Freak, no, I'm not even her friend. I actually unfollowed her because I was like, you're too negative. I don't like you.
Was she like a client?
No, she's a therapist.
Oh, she's a therapist.
And so she's like, I mean, I sell classes, but I'm selling it.
Just right there on the shoulder,
Right here?
Yeah. Oh, God. Damn it. Well, I love what you're doing.
Right?
You have to democratize. That's how you're going to get the following.
Plus, you got to teach people how to work on themselves. You will come to me for a session, but you will work on each other as you should to keep yourself feeling good.
And like,
There's no way that we should control that information. That's ridiculous.
and you can learn all you want with the videos. It's completely different when you're sitting there and like actually trying to do it. Like,
Dude, 100%.
and
Like you would know you're doing it.
your training though is like you got to do it. So,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You pay for a mentor, and like it's not just like the technique. It's not. That's only part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can share 50%, you know.
Yeah.
And then like people can figure out that stuff, but it's not like competitive to
Exactly.
professional, you know.
No, not at all. We're here for them for when they need one, you know?
Wow. So she like commenting on that?
Oh, directly messaging me.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Wow.
So I tried to be like,
That means you're doing something right.
right? And you got the haters.
That's big, dude.
So I was like, hey, like, I really don't want to argue with you over text. Like, do you want to meet in person and we can like talk about it? She's like, girl, I've had the worst allergies for the past 9 days. I was like, scratch that. Not going around and do that. Sounds like straight COVID, right?
Oh man.
So then next day she posts on Facebook that she's got pneumonia. And I'm like, wait, what? Who gets pneumonia at like 30 something in the middle of the summer, right?
Yeah.
So then, and mind you, I just had someone else going through the same thing. A colleague's husband got pneumonia. And I was like, that's weird. And she's like, well, we'll know. We were supposed to do the tie jam that week. Well, we'll know by Wednesday if it's COVID or not. I was like, well, I don't care what it says. I'm not going to see you this week because they never give you positives in the beginning. It's always. And I think that with this new strain, I think these ones that are all switching up, it's taking longer for the positives to come through.
Really?
That's what I'm noticing. It took him 10 days to get a positive. He took 3 tests, got 2 negatives, and then finally on the 10th day got the positive. But he had pneumonia.
Oh.
Still had a sense of smell and taste at that point. But like, who the freak just gets pneumonia? You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Wow.
So I had already heard about him, and then she pulls that pneumonia stuff, and I was like, weird. I was like, 2 people in 1 week randomly have pneumonia. So then she's like been sick at this point for like 15 days, and she makes a post like, oh, you know, best way to lose weight, lost 10 pounds in 15 days, no taste, no smell. And I was like, ooh, I knew it was COVID. And I said that, and she was like, I don't appreciate that. And I was like, well, first off, I never said it was like you had it. I said it in my mind, but like, yeah, girl, I knew you had it. And she was like, I don't have COVID. I tested negative. I'm like, dude,
Girl,
you are in denial, honey bunny. It took 5 more days for her to finally admit that she had COVID. And so then she's like, day 20, like in the hospital. And I'm like, And she's like,
in the hospital?
and she goes, COVID won't take me down, because she still had like stuff in her lungs from the pneumonia.
Holy shit.
She's fine. Like everything's fine with her. But
Jesus.
I was like, I don't know why you're being so damn sassy when like all the symptoms are pointing to you having COVID. Like, and you're like talking mess about people not bringing you stuff. I'm like, man, I don't know what your deal is, girl.
You got your facts, right?
Yeah, but still, I'm not. We could be asymptomatic and then, you know,
I've had COVID and I got my back, so.
you're double wrapped.
It's like, at this point, you know, what more can I do?
Just not go to Lollapalooza.
That's stuff, you know, I did this thing.
Yeah. Tell you what, I went to the DMV yesterday, and like, it's so nice the way they're doing things now. They don't allow walk-ins anymore.
Oh, so you did appointments?
Yeah, and my appointment was at 7:30. I got there, I left here at 7:09, and you can check in online. So I checked in. It's like a 9-minute drive to the closest DPS. And by the time I got there, I got in, started filling out that piece of paper to apply for an ID or a license or whatever, and they had already called me back. I was out of the DMV before 9:30. It was like 9:20 or 7:29, and my appointment was supposed to be at 7:30.
Oh, wow.
I was like, dang.
They're getting better, aren't they?
Oh, they're getting so good. I was really dreading it. I travel on Saturday, and so I had lost my wallet 2 weeks ago, and was just like, I mean, I know that I lost it in my house. I just don't know where.
You still haven't been able to find it?
Still haven't been able to find it, so that's why I had to get a new ID.
Oh.
Because at first I couldn't find my passport, and then I found my passport, but I needed to get a motorcycle license anyway, so
Oh, that's,
Right in here.
yeah.
Now I got my moto license coming. I got my passport. I'm ready to fly, boy.
You feel your little bike you got?
Oh, it's so much fun.
Jeez, man. Jeez.
Dude, and I went to the Pflugerville Farmers Market like 2 weeks ago. It was like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was midweek and it stayed open till like 7. So I drove over there real fast and I got hooked up with some like local eggs, some, produce, some super expensive meats. But I found that these people are selling eggs like 9 minutes down the road off Wells Branch. Or maybe it's Grand Avenue.
Where is that at?
Grand Avenue. It's like these people just.
Where was the farmer's market?
Oh, it was like downtown Pflugerville, right behind like that El Mercado, kind of right in that area.
Oh, God. So good. Gosh.
Yeah, I'm happy those people told me. So I drove my motorcycle over there today and got fresh eggs.
Really?
Dude, so cool. You just leave cash in the fridge in this little cup. You take your eggs and then you drop off your old carton.
Oh, it's like cost system?
Yeah.
Yo, that's chill.
I love that,
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you gotta steal an egg, you probably needed it more than needed.
Yeah, right?
Gosh, dude. Wow. Nothing like it, I'm telling you. Getting stepped on the hip.
Telling you, especially when you're hurting in here.
Holy shit, this is this. God, I can't,
Like you can sit there and work yourself on a lacrosse ball, but it's just not the same. You just can't get as much pressure on yourself, without holding some weights.
that's what I need to do.
And then you're holding weights, you're like, it's a workout. Which is good, right?
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
It's funny, we really love this house, but one of the people in the neighborhood yesterday posted in the Facebook group for our neighborhood.
Oh.
They were like, it's 2021. It's time for you guys to learn how to use the sidewalk. And they were like, I personally texted him and I was like, man, you're about to get like jumped by all the people that walk in the street. He's like, I don't care.
What?
They walk like shoulder to shoulder in our street, like all these families, right? Kids. I'm like riding my motorcycle, a kid darts out in front of me on a bicycle. Like something bad is going to happen if they don't start getting out of the street and being safer.
Running around the streets?
Yeah, like it's these gigantic families that live in our neighborhood, because it's multi-generation households here, a lot of them, and they take up the entire street and you're like, hello.
They're mobbing.
I'm driving, like the kids, the parents, and then there'll be a car and the parents don't even say, hey kids, get out of the way. They're just like all do. I thought it was funny because they're like getting on it.
He posted like a bulletin to everybody.
Yeah, but it wasn't nice either. And there's like another guy that was kind of rude about it too. And I'm like, ooh, y'all are feisty today.
Oh, I don't know what mom's gonna do.
Hopefully get the freak out of the middle of the road. Because the crazy part is they'll do it at night where there's no street lights, no reflectors, no lights. And so you're just like, oh shit. You come up on them, you're like, I'm gonna run like 5 people over real quick. Don't want to.
Give me a point, a sustained point on the head right there. Oh. Oh.
Does that feel spot on the point?
Yeah, right where your heel is. Oh, back that heel in there. Oh. Jeez. Wow. Wow. Even back that heel a little bit more.
What's that?
You can even put a little more pressure.
Better there?
What is that right there? Like, what are you setting up?
Your probably your piriformis.
That's the spot. Like, if you could put that in the nose, like that would be the spot, dude. Jeez, that's the spot. That's exactly what it's like. I'm just sitting all day right in that spot.
I can feel it like wanting to let go. It slowly is, but then it's still holding on. So when did you guys move into your house?
I just had my 1 year over there.
So you guys, did y'all lose a bunch of landscaping with the freeze?
No, because I didn't invest in any.
Oh, you didn't have any from the previous owners?
No, I know. I didn't. I just had the area in front of my house where that window was shaded and it was just dirt.
Well, that's good.
So we ended up just throwing some grass seed down and I put some mulch down there and I threw a mint plant and my dad's neighbor had some free shrubs he was giving away. I threw a couple of those babies in there and we're past the HOA screen. Got really good. Yeah.
Good.
We didn't lose anything, luckily. Did you lose some stuff?
No, I covered everything really good. But now it's time to start looking for more. Luckily, we hadn't done our stuff yet.
Yeah.
We did all of our stuff like April, May. God, that would have been horrible. Just hundreds of dollars gone. Because, I mean, like, the tree was like over $200. You know what I mean? The bamboo was over 100. Even the bushes, I mean, it's just, it all adds up, you know?
Wow, that's cool that it's unfortunate that she was like had the wrong attitude, but it shows that you are doing something right. If people are like, "Yo, this is so good, you shouldn't give it away for free," like that's so sick. I love that. Like it's a lot of those times it's hard to connect the dots, but you know you're moving in a general direction. And I think it's like one of those things where it's like it's gonna be clear where that value add's gonna become. Like just keep doing the content thing, you know.
Yep. It's really crazy to see what things get the crazy views and what things don't. It's like, how is the algorithm picking that video up?
What are you saying?
Like, just, I mean, on TikTok, my most watched video is like almost 6,000 views now. And it's like not even, it's like one of my lamest videos, you know, it's like the effects I used and all that, like it just wasn't cool, you know? But it has like almost 6,000 views. And the hashtags are nothing special. So I don't know why the algorithms are showing that to more people. But then on YouTube, it's like, I mean, it's just funny what people are viewing, you know, versus other things. I mainly look at the analytics for the YouTube and for the TikTok. I've kind of looked at Instagram a little bit, but I just don't mess with Instagram too much. It is the #1 place where people find me.
Really?
But I use TikTok to make the stuff for the Insta. But a lot of people find me on Instagram.
Yeah, because they go for
They love Instagram.
You have your Insta link to your TikTok, right? That's the driver. Wow, that tailbone, my tailbone.
What's happening?
That's like I sore. I didn't even realize it.
Come sit on that foot.
Yeah, I like the Instagram because you have the buttons on there for the call to action to right into that. So I just feel like that combined with the discovery on TikTok. I mean, it's like all those chiropractors, they're like celebrities, dude.
Oh, the ones that are making the Instagrams and stuff?
What's that guy does? What's it called? He goes, the ring dinger.
I don't know.
You know that guy here? Oh, dude, he's got this thing where he like basically he puts those foam things that are like right here in your hips.
The foam roller?
But he has like this thing. It's like a bar here and a bar right here, and then he'll pull your back, but where your hips are stationary, stretch your spine. And anyways, he does that. And there's the other guy, Bo, the chiropractor Bo. I forgot his first name, but he's got that mallet.
I've seen that guy. The guy that isn't like the barber. Because there's never mind.
Yeah, he's got the beard.
I've just seen this guy. It's like he's a barber and a chiropractor, and he uses like a mallet to like adjust them. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Strange.
Dude, Ludacris was on one of those chiropractor videos getting an adjustment promoting Fast 9.
Oh, really?
I swear, he goes, yes, you got a new movie, right? Yeah, Fast 9's coming out, you guys, coming out. Da, 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 da.
Nobody cares.
And it's Ludacris, and it's getting an adjustment on one of the celebrity chiropractor
Oh my God.
channels.
Can you believe they're still milking that cow?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, you guys give it up.
Wow. Jeez. That is the spot. Wow. That's more effective than a taser, I tell you. So what do you see on how, like, what performs on YouTube for your content? How, like, what does that look like? I don't really like have that much experience with YouTube video content.
It must be my description. It doesn't make any sense. Like, my #1 rated YouTube right now is a video I did with like one of Cody's friends, and like it's only a 2-hour clip. There's nothing special with it, but in the description. So I don't know if I told you. I did. I saw you right after we had that horrible dog. Remember I told you we, for like 5 hours, had this English bulldog we were going to foster, and then we were like, never mind.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I wonder if you're seeing said June, because it was July 4th is when we got that dang dog, or July 3rd, and then we got rid of him the same day to a friend and that was the friend, right? And he was here because the dog had hurt him because the dog was so big and pulling that he had like jammed up his hand and his wrist and all this stuff. So he came to see me. And so in the description, I put like, you know, my friend got hurt because a 71-pound English bulldog is like pulling him and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, that's the only thing I can account to. Maybe people are searching like dog videos and then it pulls up my video, you know, but it makes no sense. Like, I'm like, why is this video?
Translation, right?
Oh man, people only watch like 20 seconds.
Oh, really?
Of most videos, yeah, they normally don't watch much at all.
Really?
Even when you look at like, because Robert has this like, you know, online subscription, and he'll give away like free classes, like free CE classes, and people will still not complete it. They barely do any of it.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. But we just don't have attention spans anymore.
You can lead a horse to water, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Free CE classes and they won't do it.
They won't like watch. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's because like I think these TikToks and these things, they've created this short attention span. We're just looking for the next thing, right?
Yeah.
You don't do something flashy or whatever, then they're like, next one.
I feel like I just aged out of TikTok.
I love TikTok.
I feel like I should be on it more, but I feel like it was just it kind of got the better of me a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like my like working knowledge stops at like Instagram and Snapchat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like really, no, I can put something basic together, but it's like I have to hire like 18-year-olds to help me with all my TikTok stuff now.
Really?
Yeah. I have to hire 18 and 19-year-olds to come help me.
I mean, they're really good at that stuff, though. It's their application, you know.
And I used to be that guy too. That's the funny part. Is like people used to call me to do that social like that, and like I was the guy that got called into for Grumpy Cat's Snapchat and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So like I used to be that guy, and now I'm like calling like, come on, youngins, get on there now. Give me some TikToks.
I've never been a snapper.
No, but I like if I was to do a TikTok, I would do it like how you do it. I like your style. It's like more like kind of like I like it's more profession focused versus like kind of like you're like dancing or something.
Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff. Yeah, I like just education and showing what we do. I think it's just such a fun way to present the work.
Yeah.
Because I hate that YouTube's always blocking if you have any. Like I have some copyright things on a couple of videos I can't use.
Oh, music.
Mm-hmm. But right now, like I have filters on it, so it's not picking up any of the music. There's a filter on the microphone.
You could always just dub it out with
software.
Yeah, copyright-free music.
Yeah.
Rip out the file video software out music file.
Yeah, I can't do any of that stuff on this computer. It's super slow. There's no processing power. Is it? Yeah, it's super.
You don't have a Mac?
Not in only my iPad.
You have your iPad? You can probably do that iMovie on that thing.
Maybe. But it's like to have multicam and then get it from there to there. And I don't have any storage on it now. I don't know. I got an external hard drive and I got all the cords I needed to try to move all the stuff off the iPad to an external hard drive. Cannot figure it out. So I figure I need to go like talk to Apple. Like, help me.
You
But
should just be able to plug it into the computer and do it that way, right? Like you plug the iPad into the computer, plug the hard drives into the computer, and then you transfer the files like that, right?
I need to try it. The thing is this computer was given to me from my mentor, and so it's just like, you know, it just doesn't have a lot of processing power. So I'm about to buy a nice like gaming computer so that I have all the power, you know, to edit and do all this stuff. But I've just been like waiting for them to give me like what I need, you know, what specs do I need?
Who's they?
Just Robert and like his team. Just the people that, because he has this guy Josh that helps out with all that kind of stuff. His roommate like builds computers,
Right.
but it's like there's always something. He's, you know, oh, he's at a Bitcoin conference. Oh, he got sunburned at the Bitcoin conference. So you're like, wait, can we just talk about this computer? Should take like 5 seconds for you to tell me what I need.
Yeah, I can help you get figure out some parts for your computer.
That's what I need.
I built 8 computers this year.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, we figure we're just gonna scrap this, pass this on to the next person that's learning to do this stuff, and then me just get my own new, to build it, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some overkill and stuff. Like,
That's why I told him, I was like, I don't need anything crazy. Like, I'm not gonna do some major editing. I'm just gonna do some editing.
right now, you just need a Ryzen 5 processor. It's like $129, and then you need to get like a third generation motherboard, like this motherboards that are like they're not the latest, there's one step below, and then that'll work great with that Ryzen 5, and it'll work out of the box. So you just, even if you want to build it yourself, you literally just drop the hard drive in there and do it. And then you need to get probably 16 gigs of RAM. Is probably all you would need. You could even go 32 if you want to spend a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then between that, it's just you have a Ryzen 5, 16 to 32 gigs of RAM. That's your kind of your memory there. And then it's how big is your hard drive for your storage.
Yeah.
Probably want to get a terabyte for that.
For sure, yeah.
Get a terabyte of storage. And then your video card for some of the editing. You could probably do that with like what's called the RTX 1080. And then that's like a entry level kind of like esports type graphics card too. That'll work good for video editing. And that one's a little bit pricey. Like that could run $300 to $500 depending on where you buy it. Could be, so I'd budget like $400 or $500 for your graphics card. 400 probably be a decent deal right now.
Isn't it pretty, like, is there still like a huge shortage going on with all the computer things? Or is it caught back up a little bit?
There was about a few months back, but it should be getting better.
Good. Because last time I went, so what happened was I bought a GoPro at Best Buy, and then I was like, I don't need this, is ridiculous. But then I waited past the 30 days or whatever, so they wouldn't take it back. I had to have a gift card. So originally I was trying to buy some of this like computer stuff from there, and then my friend was like, you should not do that. You need, actual good quality.
You could just get it pre-built over there though. You're not doing anything crazy.
That's what I said.
Basic video editing.
That's what I was thinking.
And the Macs are nice because you have iMovie out of the box, which kind of is like you don't have to worry about buying software for it out of the gate. So
the only problem with Mac is the fact that it has a life on it. I mean, I guess everything does, but just the way they slow things down.
I've been alright.
You been alright?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I can see that.
I'm having so many issues with my phone. I need to go talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can I not get voicemail to stay? Like, oh man. And then AT&T is a whole nother can of worms. We have horrible service in this house.
Really?
With AT&T, and I'm like, how is that possible?
They can give you a booster.
Because that's what I need to see.
You should ask them for a booster, and then they should be able to provide that to you for your contract. They'll give that to you.
For your cell phone?
Yeah.
Really?
And you plug it into your internet.
Yeah, because I bought the Google stuff to set up for our internet to spread it out since our house is long from being a one-story. We had to boost the Wi-Fi in the house.
Right. Oh gosh, that's so good.
You were doing so good with the foot sitting for a while.
I know. I've already
Finally just gave in.
started like. Yeah.
It's like when you're like grinding out all the work. He's got any traveling coming up or any concerts or anything? You're just too busy even thinking about that, aren't you?
Just trying to get through the next couple days.
Mm.
We have a big retreat plan this weekend though, so it should be fun.
Oh, where are you guys going?
We're doing like a business retreat, and we're going to I always forget Hidden Falls. Hidden Falls.
Adventure park or whatever?
Adventure Park, yeah.
That's sweet. Y'all are camping out there?
We're just gonna go out there for the day and go to TV.
Oh, sweet.
And then
Let me know how that goes.
we rented out a whole day ATVs and UTVs there that you could get, and then we're gonna all like ride those up. Kind of, and then go ski shoot.
Sweet. That sounds awesome.
It's fun. Yeah, I'll show you all that. It's like the main point of like where everything starts, the shoulders down there.
Right in here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just one spot, man.
Yeah.
Last time I remember, same place.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yes. We were grinding out the same little area.
But do you know anyone that's anti-fire?
Yeah. I feel like everyone knows someone that's like that. Whether you're friends with them or not, you know them.
Okay, my sister.
You have to think that a lot of people in the massage industry are. Like, not just massage, like holistic. A lot of the doctors I know, chiropractors, but then you have a lot of massage therapists that are super not anti-vax, you know. But my dry needler, she's anti. Well, she's not anti. She just
It's like wait and see.
she just knows a lot that bothers her to do it. Yeah.
Your dry needler?
Mm-hmm.
What's a dry needler?
She does dry needling like acupuncture, but dry needling's like a different needle and a different way it's done. Yeah, one of her clients nearly died from the vaccine.
Really?
Had hundreds of blood clots all over his body. Almost died.
You got the J&J.
Moderna.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How old was they?
Like 50s. But like she said, hundreds of blood clots.
I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shoulder.
Awesome. Scratchy.
Wow, you have so many things in your arsenal. You can do like anything in massage, I feel like.
Oh, Thank you.
What, like, is there any kind of massage that you're like not even really well versed on? I feel like you know so many different types of disciplines.
I mean, I know a bunch, but I mean, there's certain things like.
What are you trying to work on? Like, what do you want to get? What are you working on these days?
What do you mean, as far as training?
Yeah.
Still just Thai? Mm-hmm.
Been a lifetime probably on that, huh?
Yeah. And now so in the beginning, it's like learning how to use your body. And, you know, and then now it's like getting into the detail.
I didn't even realize that was right there.
I'm gonna do an ice bath tonight. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it for 3 minutes. Tomorrow we're doing so Tuesday we went through like the entire competition,
Yeah,
which mind you goes over a span of like hours, but we did it all in 1 hour, right? Because we'll have time to rest between each event. It's 3 different events.
what kind of competition is this?
CrossFit.
Oh, you do CrossFit?
I don't do CrossFit. That's the crazy part. I've only been training for 6 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. I just barely started working out again. You know, I haven't worked out in 3 years, really. Even before that, I wasn't really working out since this neck injury stuff.
Yeah, but you're in good shape there. You're physically good.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to quit smoking CBD and stuff, you know, because that was the one thing I could tell my lungs.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any smoke in my lungs for like 2 weeks. I could tell a huge difference.
Really?
Huge difference, dude. But that, you know, that's helping with velocity. So I did that. But it's a group of 4 of us that we work together and compete against other teams. And luckily I'm grouped with some really strong, amazing women.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just like trying to make sure I don't let them down. So like right now I'm actually creatine loading. I've been doing like 10 grams of creatine a day right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a term, creatine loading?
Yeah. Because basically I don't have a lot of time to get into my system. They didn't talk about supplements until like recently. And I was like, well, my body's dying. So I started doing magnesium, turmeric. I started doing creatine, BCAAs, and like a better pre-workout.
Oh yeah, that's a solid regimen.
Yeah. Just because
Yeah,
it's the best and easiest like performance thing you can do for yourself is the creatine, but it'll just make you a little bit like.
It's not like right up here. It's like up high. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I felt it. Oh yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I figured since we're going through the whole thing, I'm gonna try to like ice the shit out of myself. You know what? You said your elbows bother you? I wonder if these things would help you too. I wonder if it'd be good for people that work at desks. So, you know, like we went Saturday to the gym that's putting it on because we could like ask them questions and see things. She made these things called voodoo floss.
What is that?
Basically like rubber bands that are like strips, and you wrap it around above your elbow, you wrap it around below, creating like a blood stop. And then you can like do different movements to kind of like shear your fascia, right? So it'll break up like the fascia adhesions. And then when you like, so say you do like 20 reps of like push-ups, right? And then you take it off and it flushes blood through the joint.
Oh. What did you feel up there?
Just like stuck.
Was it, there's a knot up there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That was like, whoa.
Here, let's get you on your side. Whichever side you want to get on, I'm gonna give you a different pillow.
I just
A little slobber.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't care.
Sorry about that.
It's your pillowcase. You do whatever you want. I wipe the pillows down.
I'm sorry about that.
Don't ever apologize for slobbering.
Holy smoke. Slaughtering, jeez.
Get your body a little bit more forward. Perfect. And then lift that.
I'm slobbering over your nose.
That's good, man. Whatever. It don't matter. I slobber too. We all slobber. It's kind of like a compliment to the chef. You know, you burp, you slobber on the pillow. Right?
Like sure, dude. The hips, it's like you're hitting all the spots.
Mm-hmm.
How's that guy doing?
He's doing good. Yeah, we've been really lucky. We haven't had any problems this whole time with COVID. Neither of us. We're just trucking along, working together.
Not jamming for a lot.
Yeah, man.
That's like cool to have with the working relationships.
Yeah. Hey, if it's not broken, you know, keep trucking along. There's never been an issue.
That's like That's honestly like yeah.
Yeah.
That's like honestly like you find someone aligned with you like that, like that's just y'all are just going too. That's the best thing. And y'all are really aligned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob is the best.
That's crazy you sold your table and rolled that. Like, that's crazy. What do you think about that? Like that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You sold your table and swapped it for things
Yeah.
and like that. Which is like
And I just edited my website the other day. Now across the front it says matte-based paint, soft tissue pain specialist. And that's spiffy, that name I gave myself. Because people keep calling for like table relaxation. And I'm like, I actually realize that people really, their attention span is so short that they'll look at my reviews. They won't really even read them. They'll see that I've got 5 stars. And then they don't look at my website. They literally don't go anywhere else because I don't have a single picture of a table on anything. I've got videos of my work everywhere. But majority of the population don't.
They're not familiar with this massage.
No, it's not even that, Chris. They don't have the attention span to even do the research. You know, like they're not even looking. They're just like, oh, good reviews, cool. I'm gonna call her for a Swedish massage. I'm like, wait, what? I swear.
I think that like even though technically in the professional world this is called Thai, like I don't think people know what that really means.
No, they don't. That's why I have to take so much video because I'm like, I figure if you just keep making video, they'll figure it out.
And it kind of like, and no disrespect to the Thai world though, it just kind of doesn't like fit. I feel like the definition of what it is they do.
Yeah, no, not at all. Because also you have to think that like what I'm doing isn't even really Thai. That's what people say. They're like, this isn't Thai. And it's like, it's Thai concepts, you know? We just go off pain science.
Yeah.
And they go off like thin lines and meridians, you know?
Yeah.
They go off tradition. Yeah. And we don't. So it's, I mean, I can see how some of them get PO'd because it's like, I guess it's a slap in the face, but like, we're trying to figure out what our brand is. You know, we're getting to the brand part.
I like this kind of massage. It's I can't go back. Once you've had this, you don't want to do anything else.
There you go. That's how I feel too.
That's the way, like, it's like, you like, this is like its own class.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you must call it Thai hybrid.
Something. So it's kind of like connecting the word stretching with it, because then people, they're like, ooh, I like to stretch, you know, but yeah. I'm telling you, that's what we've been trying to figure out for the past, I mean, he's been trying to figure out for like 15 years, what to call it, how to package it and sell it.
What is so the massage techniques are Thai.
Majority, I mean, it's.
But there's also like elements that you're hybrid in.
Yeah. I basically, anything I've ever learned in my career, I add it in where I can if the client needs it, you know? Like, and I just basically like, okay, so I learned TMJ massage on a table, right? No one ever taught me TMJ massage on a mat, but I didn't need to learn that because I know generally what it is. It's like you warm up the muscles of the back, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, and then you go into the outer face and then the inner mouth. Like, so you just like learn how to reapply things to make them more effective on the mat, you know? Kind of on that spot, aren't I? Relief or release, that almost sounds sexual, right?
Yeah, I guess.
They can make anything sexual. You know, they're like, oh, does that mean? You're like, no, that's not what it means. Like, no, dude, not at all what it means. Luckily, I haven't had any creepers in a long time.
Wait, wait, what's the tagline? Tell me your tagline again.
Oh, what?
Pain management? What is
Soft tissue pain specialist.
soft tissue pain specialist?
It's got a ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, I'm usually pretty good at those one-liners. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Robert helped me with it.
Soft tissue pain specialist.
He's like, you gotta take the word massage off. People are expecting massage. And though we understand that this is massage, they expect nudity, table glide, table, you know.
Dude, yeah. What makes it soft tissue?
Well, soft tissue, like musculature.
As opposed to deep tissue?
No, as opposed to like bone. Soft tissue. Your body is made up of soft tissue, you know, bone, nerves, blood vessels, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy looking back though because that like was like you had like the deluxe setup, you know, with the the heater on the table,
Oh yeah,
and like the robo table, you know.
yeah.
It's like,
That table was like the king of tables for sure.
yeah,
It was crazy. I kicked that table to the curb, you know.
that's what I'm saying. It just demonstrated your like where you were and then where you went. You know?
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like it's so much more of like a expertise. You have to be much more of an expert to go from like needing the tool like that to like going into a mat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what people don't understand. That's why I'm still training. There's so much, you know, so much nuance to the work. I had a colleague who's trying to get me to do a hike on like a Tuesday, you know, for one of our friends that's getting married, like a little bridal shower type thing. We're just gonna be 3 of us go hiking in the hill country. And I was like, can't we do this like on the weekend, like on my day off or something? Like I train on Tuesdays, like I'm not free till after 2. They're like, you've been training for like 5 years. Like I didn't realize there was no flexibility. And I'm like, it's like my training day. Like I have respect for my mentor. Like this is the time we have set up, like every week. That's when we meet.
right.
You know, I want to be there for her thing, but it's like, man, it's like a hike versus me and my career and future.
It's like a really like, and like, yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Pressure okay, or do I need to lighten up a little bit?
Oh, I feel it. Everything's great. Yeah. That's just some deep shit, though. Man.
Yeah.
That's some deep shit. It's just hard to understand, but you know, we eat what we kill, kind of too, though. You know, when you eat what you kill, you have to like, you're always having, you got to stay fighting fit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm hitting probably the connection of like your SCM, your levator,
My nose.
your scalene.
I feel like if you could pull my nose inside out, like you're pulling back against my nose, like let's take my nose back.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, if you do want to get on a weekend, though, I am thinking that like in 4 weeks I'll work a weekend. It's just the weekends are so dang tied.
Yeah, keep your time. I just wanted to like get a 3 hour because like I knew you had a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, we always do, right?
Yeah, I just like definitely wanted to make sure. All right, you know, I just want it's supposed to be good.
Yeah. We're thinking about doing the Llano River. Go like kayak fishing down it.
Whoa, dude. Whoa. Jeez, does it feel rough in there?
Yeah,
Really?
just feels really tight.
Where's Lana River at?
Like an hour at least away. I'm not super familiar. Cody keeps talking about it, keeps showing me videos, and you see people out there like there's like this waterfall they slide down, and
Really?
we're gonna buy these little fishing, what are they called? It's like there's two sides that are inflatable, and then there's a flat part with a chair that you sit on.
Oh wow.
Like I can't remember what he called it. But they're pretty cool, and when you buy more than one thing, you get like 20% off. So we're gonna get like save like $144 on it.
Oh really? Where is it?
Some website.
And it's for fishing?
I mean, it's a fishing. So it has like 12 different pockets on it, and like cup holders, and you could stand on it and fish, or you can sit on it and just paddle. And then you can no, it's like it's not like a pontoon. I can't remember what the heck they call it. But then you can even get like a little trolling motor, which what we're gonna do is get a little trolling motor put on there. But sometimes you don't want to work out. Or when on a windy day where it's like hard to get across the lake.
Crazy. I can get this. I can have this much pain from a freaking mouse. Like,
That's also the way you sit at your desk, you know? It's like you're hovered over the keyboard, you're slouching maybe, you're stressed so your shoulders are raising, you know what I mean? Then you have like your arms resting on the desk, so you're raising your shoulders there. It's like the perfect storm, you know what I mean? And then if you add into it that you're not like stretching them out throughout the day, you know, it just kind of like starts piling and piling and piling. Yeah, you stretch more.
so if I stretch it more, then
You should feel better. It shouldn't feel so cruddy the next time you see me, you know?
I'm kind of like it's throughout the whole day it's bounding up, and then if I stretch it out, I'm like kind of reversing what I did all day.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's why I always tell everyone, like every 2-3 hours, set a little alarm and just stretch, or like create some sort of habit where like every time you get on a meeting, you stretch your neck, you know, or you stretch your pecs, or whatever it is. You just find a way to kind of trick yourself into adding it in every day. I had one client that he was trying to get fit, right? And so he's one of those people like everyone that works at a computer desk that, you know, now there are tons of meetings, right?
Mm.
So every time before a meeting, he would do 10 push-ups.
Oh, that's smart.
So he was getting like tons of push-ups in. It was awesome. He's like, yeah, I just forced myself every time before a meeting, I'd do 10 push-ups.
I'm gonna start doing that.
He's like, so then you get a bunch of push-ups in. You can even do like crunches, planks, whatever it is. You can have a different goal each week, you know, and then you're getting your exercise. And it's interesting, like, if you do planks, it'll help with like low back pain, because you'll be stabilizing, working your stabilizers, strengthening them. When I first started working out my trainer, every time it was like my SI joint, every time in like the first week and a half, 2 weeks. And then as I continue to exercise with him, like my SI joint never bothers me anymore, ever. Because now I've been doing enough like core stabilization, planks. Now it's more supported and it's not feeling so vulnerable and weak.
Dude, there's that spot like right here. You're getting it. It's like right here. It's like,
Right by C7, kind of.
even where you had it in the lower, you had it this is
Let me see about this. Need a little pillow. Is it right through here? I feel like I need to get you on your back for this area. Remember how I put my feet underneath you and work it?
yeah, just what you were doing before was great.
Which one, with my hands?
Yeah, you had it right in there.
Or was it with my knee?
Your knee.
Okay.
What you just did literally 5 seconds ago. That was your knee the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. Dude, the knee, like, it's like kind of crazy because like you couldn't even, the knee is like getting it like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's like it can be big and broad, it can be super pointy, but
And it's like this, like it's like if you could think of the top of a T,
mm-hmm.
and then down into the bottom of the T,
Mm-hmm.
it's like your like your shin, your knee, it's like the top of that T, and then it has just enough of a ridge, and it goes like it fits like a key right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. It's like really bad.
In a bad way?
No, just
It's sore.
yeah.
Whee!
Yeah, that feels like my neck almost right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
SCM and levator.
It's like my neck tendon back there.
I'll support your head a little more. Let me bring this pillow forward. Better, huh?
Yeah.
You're just dangling. Oh man, feel that in there? Computer stuff. Huh?
Is there none there?
It's just tension. But this will lead to some of that shoulder pain. Have you reach overhead? Deep breath in, reach towards your head. There you go. You're like, and that's it. Too much? Okay.
There's too much just feels too good though.
Much better. So with this, you can lay on a foam roller and like just get this to soften up. Definitely something you need to start doing throughout the week. Yeah, it's dense. Oof. I can't get in there.
It's kind of ticklish.
Huh?
It's kind of ticklish.
Yeah. How about that? Is that better? Really?
Armpit.
Better there?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and tuck your chin. Need some water? Is that what's going on there?
Trying to get back to earth here for a second. Thank you.
You're welcome. He needs to be hydrated.
I'll just go right here.
Yeah, perfect. That hits me in the neck muscles that are giving you some trouble. I'm constantly teaching men how they can rub their ladies' feet. I'm like, you don't have to kill your hands. Just step on it. And then use the hands, and when the hands get tired, go back to stepping on it. Right? They'll love it. Good. Yeah. No. I'll squish it. Yes. Yeah. I was like, I will be coming in to squish that hand. And then your hand will be stuck there for the rest of this. How's it feeling in here? So a good neck stretch. I've ever shown you the cowboy stretch. Just put one arm between your leg and then just stretch your neck away from it.
Like we sit down and
Look at the computer screen. Can you see it from there?
oh yeah.
Put my arm between my legs. See? Right here. And just stretch your neck away from it.
Oh, that's a cowboy stretch.
Yeah. As if you're like holding on to the Bronco. Oh. That's good for like scalenes, SCM.
Set up today. Spots.
Heck yeah. You deserve to have the spots worked out. You've been working so hard.
I was just working work as fast as I could. Like, because I'm going to do 3 hour massage and I was just going to do that. What's that? What's the brain? Shin splints.
What's that?
Here, shin splints.
I used to, but not really. I haven't in a while just because I haven't been running.
This is so good. Shin splints.
Oh yeah. Come Tuesday, I'll have shin splints again, though. I'll promise you that. I'm going to Virginia this weekend to work with a client that we do trades. She's my roommate in Virginia is what we joke about.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the second time I'm going to see her, and
You'll fly out and see her?
yeah, I fly out to see her. I massage her, her daughter, and her son-in-law.
Really?
Flip to the other side.
Wow, that's like a superstar service.
Yeah, and then she trades me like skin spa services. She's amazing. But every day she's a badass because she's like the #1 skin spa in that area. She's got a really good, everyone loves her. Like when we're out in public, you know, eating, people are like yelling at her, hey, I need to get on that program again. You know, like everyone just loves her. So her, you know, she has to be fit. She has to be, you know, the face of the company. So every day we walk like basically as fast as my little legs will take me. I almost can't keep up with her speed walking. Up, down, around for 45 minutes every day. One day we even sped walked to Gold's Gym, which was like it was a 15-20 minute speed walk there. Worked out legs, speed walk back, up hills the whole way.
Is that what she does in speed walk?
Oh yeah, dude. And her legs look amazing. She looks like she's got 20-year-old legs, you know?
Really?
But she's in her 50s.
So speed walking is the word.
Apparently so.
It's probably like easier on your joints.
And it's just like leaning out. Her legs look amazing. She was like, do you want to go work out with me? And I'm like, if it's going to make me look like you, yes. I follow your lead, girl.
So she's a hot 50-year-old.
Oh yeah, super hot 50-year-old.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, she's great. So, but last time I came back, I was like, had the beginning of shin splints because we, you know, where she lives, it's like super, dude, heck yeah. I'm telling you, like, I almost couldn't keep up with her ass. I was like, I was like, we were walking up to Gold's, I was like, do you know you're a bad bitch? I was like, has anyone told you that lately? She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're fucking awesome. Like, I aspired it. And so it was the last day I was there. I was sitting in the chair getting an IV drip before she's about to take me back to the airport. And that's when and mind you, also that last day, we did a yoga class and I did like my first headstand. I did my first back bend wheel pose, like since I was a kid.
Wow.
And so then I'm sitting in this chair getting this IV drip and my trainer texts me asking me if I want to do this CrossFit competition. And I was like, you know what? Like, I know that I'm not ready for it. Like, I know this is way outside my comfort zone and where I'm physically at right now, but like, fuck it, why not, you know?
Yeah,
So that's how I got roped into that, because I was on this high out in Virginia, like, I can do anything, you know?
And so you went for it?
I went for it, so here I am.
You've been working out for it too?
Oh, yeah. We work out as a team. I work out, that's why, like, I mean, I wish I could give you a full 3 hour, but I was going to have to cut it a little bit short anyway, because I have to be in bed like right around 10.
Oh, wow.
Because I have to be up at 5:30. Yeah.
Man, you gotta be up.
So basically, I'm going to go, after we finish, I'm going to go get ice, a bunch of it, and then bring it back, and then go sit in the tub and try to focus on writing you guys plans. Because I get you in my last one, I need to send a bunch of stuff to. And then go to bed.
Is that house tight or is it
I think the other side was tighter. But you can tell it's all bound. I should be able to feel like the edge of your scapula, and it's just like really thick. Really thick. But you have to think, we've never really gotten super deep into working this area, you know? I've massaged it and I've softened it, but I've never gone in and dove into this area really trying to release it. This is the most aggressive I've been, yeah, in this area for you. Yeah, I'm going to Dallas on Friday because myself and two of my like best childhood friends were getting together for like the first time since we were kids. Yeah, I've been with them separately. One of them I've only seen once since we were like 10, you know? Yeah, we were like Girl Scouts. I mean, we were like best friends. Rode our bikes to each other's houses. But she moved away and then we just kind of like lost contact and then we've all just reconnected. And so she invited us to go to the Alanis Morissette concert.
Oh, wow.
Because whenever I was in 5th grade, I actually gave her that CD. So I was like, heck yeah, like, let's go. And the best news of it all, I think Garbage is going to be there, which is not the good news. The good news is there was this chick like Liz Fair or something that was supposed to be, I guess, the first opening act or something.
Yeah.
And she canceled. So Cat Powers took over her spot, which is like, I've loved Cat Powers for like...
Who's that?
She's this chick that like, okay, so I found out who she was through, have you ever heard of the movie Powder Blue with Jessica Biel? Jessica Biel is like a stripper. It's a super depressing but really good movie. So, and not to mention Jessica Biel's super hot. Like, even me not being into chicks, Jessica Biel's hot. And she's this, you know, going through all these hard times in this movie, but she strips to the song Werewolf by Cat Power.
Oh, wow.
And I've always like loved that song, but I got introduced it from this horror. my roommates at the time, this is back when I was like 21, you know, we're drinking and going out and all this stuff. And it was like day after, they're super hungover. And I made them watch this Powder Blue movie. They're like, you remember that time we were really hungover? You made us watch that depressing ass movie? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but Cat Powers her song was in it. And God, so good. So I'm just really pumped I randomly get to see Cat Powers.
Yeah. Dallas?
Well, they're doing they're doing one here in Austin too on Thursday. But, you know, my friend lives in Dallas and she invited us out there. So then I was like, I had this dumb, brilliant idea, like, oh, I'll just fly out of there. So stupid. Why would I do that, you know?
Flying to Dallas?
I'm flying to Virginia out of Dallas thinking it'd be better or cheaper or something.
Yeah.
Then when I fly back, so after flying for like 5 hours, I gotta drive 3 hours home like an idiot. So I'm gonna stay the night in Tuesday in Dallas and then drive home Wednesday morning. So I'm like, I can't do that. It's too much traveling in one day. I would die on that 35, you know? F that.
I've had to do that.
Fly and then drive.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, why did I do that? But it was just because, like, I wanted to stay on track. The chick hooked me up. Yeah, she hooked me up.
Cat Powers.
Cat Powers. Cat Powers Werewolf, man. It's the best song from her, in my opinion. Yeah. Powder Blue. And Jessica Biel hasn't done a movie in God knows how long. That girl's just a mom now.
You know what was a weird summer was, or is a weird movie was Midsummer?
I haven't seen that.
Midsummer or whatever. That's it.
Is it weird but still good, worth seeing?
Yeah. It's like a weird horror movie.
Oh, I love horror movies. Have you seen any of the new American Horror Stories? So flipping good. The one that they had last week, it was all three of us watching it. My sister was over, and we were scaring the dogs because we were just screaming.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good.
Where are those?
What do you mean?
Like, what is that series?
American Horror Story?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
What?
Yeah.
We're like at least seven episodes in. It used to be American Horror Story, right? But now this new season, they did like a whole new series called American Horror Stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, but
So what is it about?
it's just how'd you bust in here? Ooh, random kisses. Thank you, baby. You just woke up and wanted to come give some love. Go on, I'll get you in a minute. She looked back at me like, "Aw."
You trying to hang out?
Yeah. The cool thing is, it's always the same cast, right, in the show, but each season's a whole different show. And so I guess the reason why it's called American Horror Stories is because it's like they'll do one story for an episode, and then instead of keeping it going the whole season, they get to change the story of every episode. It's some other horror story, right? So the first season was like the Haunted Mansion or something. And then there was like the Klan. Like at one point there was this like political one that was going right along with like all the fucking elections. It was really crazy. They've had the Coven, they've had summer camp. I mean, they've had all these, it was like 1972 or something. They have all these different series, which the whole season will be this one horror story. Okay. Better there?
Yeah.
To float away. Mm-hmm. To float away. Did you hear Stevie Nicks dropped out of ACL?
I heard about that actually.
So sad, right? Do you think it's because of COVID?
That's what Haley was saying.
Sucks.
She said she really wanted to see her. I had a 3-day.
I saw her in a concert at the Long Center or something. Or Frank Irwin. She was awesome.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Basically, she went through telling stories about every single song, when she wrote it, what was going on at the time, why, the story behind it. Like you felt like you were in her living room, just like hanging out with her. Yeah, it was such a good show. She's a cool chick.
That's cool. Cool way to do a concert.
Mm-hmm. Very intimate.
Wait, so is American Horror Story scary, or is it like a thriller?
Mix, but it's mainly it's a scary.
So it's like jump out at you, kind of scary.
Yeah. You're like, ah! Like this one's like looking on the baby, like she's looking in the room at the baby. There's nothing there. Then she looks at the baby monitor. There's like some freaking evil devil-looking thing standing behind her. You're like, ah! You know what I mean?
Oh god.
The 1972 one was kind of more like the dead was alive, and then there was like a crazy person at the camp that was killing people. You know what I mean? It changes in the way that it's scary. And then like the Klan or whatever, that was like, you know, or the cult. It was going through like a culty type thing. So that was more like
Cult kind of scary.
yeah, you know, so they're never super gory though, which I like because I hate gore. I prefer the more thrill, scare, haunting, and it's like that's really haunty. Yeah.
You usually go this late, or it's kind of late for you?
For special people, yeah.
Oh.
I don't go after like 8 with people I don't know. And then, but with my regulars and stuff, yeah, I have no problem going till like 9:30. We gotta get it in, you know what I mean? And like, sometimes that's what we have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is crazy and busy.
Yeah.
I'm naturally a night owl.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. From being a bartender for so long, I have to like force myself to go to bed, especially when I was like binge watching The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
I would stay up till 4 a.m. I was like, go to flip and sleep. It will still be there, but I couldn't stop. I was like addicted to The Handmaid's Tale.
Really?
Dude, it was bad. She's the one that got me addicted to it, my Virginia friend.
Oh, really?
So then we were up there like, and that was when I was really going to bed early, was when I was there 6 weeks ago. And so I was having so much trouble. She'd make me a big old vodka drink and we'd try to sit there on the couch and watch it and I'd be falling asleep. She like took my vodka. She's like, drink some water, go to bed. And I'm like, okay.
What time did she wake up?
Freaking like 10.
Oh, really?
God, they sleep in. Yeah, and I'm up at like 7:30.
Are you really?
Yes. Even when I'm like sleeping in, I can't.
Really?
Like some days I can, but typically no, I'm up.
Oh, man.
So I told her, I was like, we need to get a schedule. Cause like, let me massage you and you sleep or something. But like, then they'd want to wake up and go do stuff. And I'm like, but I need to massage you. I need to get my part of the trade in, you know?
Yeah.
Because then later we want to go to dinner, you know? So it's like, when am I going to massage you? Oh, you just want to hang out. I'm like, all right, I'm good with that too. Yeah, I bought a mat and had it shipped out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because last time we were like building our own mat, but it was super annoying because it was too fluffy. So I felt like I was a little bug crawling through the tall grass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not, I mean, she lets me stay with her too. So it's like, what is a $90 mat when I would be spending hundreds on a place to stay, you know?
Right.
Or a ride to and from the airport. She drives 2 hours each way.
Wow, where is that?
Like I fly into Richmond, but she lives in Fredericksburg.
Oh wow, so it's 2 hours from the airport.
1 hour, but round trip for her. 1 hour there, 1 hour back.
1 hour from the airport. That's
Yeah, she's a bad lady. Bad.
wow. So you have the mat out there when you need it now,
Yeah,
and you like knew which one to get and everything.
yeah. And I'm just gonna give it to her.
Is it like a certain kind of mat or special?
It's like a tumbling mat. I just like them to be at least 3 inches thick. And so it's gonna be like half of this. I just got like 1 mat.
This is just, you got me good right here. Wow. Can you go slightly more pressure?
Slightly more.
Yeah. Maybe like a massage a little bit.
Yes, that's good. Active movement. Good.
You were up in Virginia?
Yeah, 6 weeks ago.
What do you think about that area?
I don't really know. I mean, you know, it's a small town. It's really nice. People are really nice there. I mean, but you know, I go for 4 days and we don't do anything. We're just massage, skin stuff. Because basically I come and like the first day I went straight from the airport straight to her place and she did like laser hair removal, my legs and arms and, you know.
Really?
Yeah. And mind you, like one area, if you were to just do like your chin or just your armpits, $1,000 per area.
Really?
Yeah, it's super expensive. So she did that, and then she took my blood, ran a full panel on me to see what was going on inside of me. Hooks me up with some weight loss stuff.
Wait, what did she do with the blood?
So then she spins the blood, takes the plasma, uses a skin pin and puts it on my skin. Like puts all these little it basically stimulates the collagen and like elastin, I guess, and stimulates new cell growth on your face. It also gets rid of scarring. So I had this like scar on my neck, and it was like purple and like red kind of. It was like I had a random hair came on my neck. And I was like, what the heck is that? And I plucked it, and apparently there's staph infection living on your skin, everyone's skin, and in your nose, you know. But it lives on your skin. So when I plucked it, it was an open hole, boom, staph infection went in there, and I got a staph infection on my neck.
Holy shit.
This is during the past year during COVID. So I had to go to
Really?
I had to go to like a specialist and have them look at it and all stuff, you know.
Just from pulling the hair?
Just from pulling the flipping hair. So that's why I'm getting laser hair removal on my neck so it doesn't come back. And then she's doing skin pin to get rid of the scar. And she's only done 1 session on it, and it's already like a gigantic difference.
Really?
Yeah, and she's gonna do like multiple sessions.
Oh, that's...
Because I'm going back like 5 times.
Damn, you're lucky you got okay from that.
Dude, with it being that close to your head?
Staph's dangerous.
Yeah.
There's like there's no antibiotics for it.
Well, they give you antibiotics to like kill it. We had to switch antibiotics once. The first set wasn't working. Yeah, you can't go massaging people with staph infection. I had to cancel all my clients. I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on with my neck, but it doesn't look right. It's like, I'm gonna have to cancel until the doctor tells me it's up. And I was like, yep. Because the client I canceled on was like pregnant. So I was so happy I canceled on her, you know, that'd be horrible.
Oh wow, you massage a pregnant girl?
I would not have done it, but I did have a client on my books the next day, and I was like, I just would feel more safe with this if I knew what it was, because I'm like, it's a big I mean, you have to think it was on my throat, like a big,
Well,
yeah. And Cody came home and he was like, oh my God. And I was like, you can see it? And he was like, yeah. So I tried to put like makeup on it. I thought it was just like a little bump, you know? I was like, I don't know what this is, you know? He was like, what's the matter with your neck? I was like, you see it? And he's like, yeah, dude, go to the doctor. I was like, all right, man. And then the next day it was like hurting. So I was like, oh, you're right. Yeah, let me go to the doctor and see what's going on with this.
you can't do massage on pregnant girls though.
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
Just not with any sort of infection that's gonna.
Well, that's
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah. Pregnant gals can get massage all the way up to the freaking day they're giving birth. I gave my best friend, one of my best friends, massage the day before, actually the day of birth. You just have to be aware to not do big twists or anything that's going to throw them off since they're so, you know, bendy because everything's opening up to have baby, you know?
Oh, wow.
So you can hurt them if you do crazy stuff, but you just have to know what to not do and communicate and work within their limits. They love massage though because they're hurting everywhere. And they like this work because then you have to help them get up off the floor, but they like being able to be propped up and not trying to keep themselves covered and
Yeah, that's true. So good. You massage her whole family?
yeah.
Do they like your massages?
Yeah. I met her daughter the first time whenever they came here. So she was my first client back after COVID. She was the first people I went to work with. And I was super nervous because this Black Lives Matter stuff was going on, right? It was like the protest had just started and was like super volatile down there. And they were staying at the hotel right by the freaking cop station. And so
really?
I was nervous going down there because I was like, man, is it safe for me to be doing down there? First off, I'm doing mobile massage during a pandemic, my first people back, you know? And secondly, I'm going down where people are like, you know, getting shot and, you know.
Back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was even a guy that got shot that was a protester, you know?
Yeah.
So, and that hadn't happened at that time, I don't think yet, but yeah, so I went down the day after like the big protest. There was like still spray paint all over the Presbyterian church across the way. And yeah, it was rough. And so I met her best friend and her daughter, and her best friend is like her office manager. She's more than that. She's just doing some badass things for her. So anyway, and then she liked me so much, she had me come back, and mind you, I did table. And so then she followed me on Instagram and was like, you know, you should really come out to Virginia. We can trade services. Like, I really liked it. It's my favorite massage I've ever had in my life. You know, all that stuff. Very nice. But I just like kept dragging my feet because you're like, I don't even know this person, right? I got very good vibes from her. She's a super nice woman, very complimentary, very kind, tips well, you know? Spent a bunch of money on massage within 3 days. So, but anyway, so I finally pulled the trigger. I was just like, screw it, I'm coming.
And you had a good time?
Great time. Her daughter is so cool. But she's so cool. All of her friends are so cool. There's this one restaurant in town that's like really bomb. We ate there like 2 nights in a row. It's like $300 for 3 of us to eat.
Wow. So she took care of you, huh?
Well, yeah, she did. Like she bought food the first night, and I was like, oh hell no, like, but she was sneaky about it, threw the card down. The person took it before you could do anything. You're just like, hey, hold on. So the next night I pulled the same stuff on her, and she was like, dang, because I don't think she's used to people doing that. I think she's used to people taking advantage of her.
Oh,
because she's so nice. So I pulled a power move. But like, literally, that place is so bomb.
It's fun that she just like wanted a buddy to also like kind of hang out too. You guys
Yeah.
hang out and like kind of.
She's my soul sister, really.
That's cool.
It was funny. I'd put on Facebook when I was coming back in the airplane. I was like, can't wait to come back and see my girlfriend. Because like, like 50-year-old women, like everyone's your girlfriend.
Right.
And so like my friends were like, do you have something to tell me? I'm like, you guys serious that basic that you think I'm like suddenly like dating a woman in Virginia? I'm like, can I not just say someone's my girlfriend and she's my girlfriend? So I had to change it to gal pal. Because multiple people reached out to me. They're like, did you switch teams? I'm like, you guys are stupid. I'm dating Cody. Like, what the heck?
I guess 2021, yeah.
Yeah, true that. I guess a lot of people have multiple partners and stuff, but
Yeah.
I've been learning about the upside down pineapple. I mean, I don't know, it's weird stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this cap's tight.
Yeah, I didn't definitely have not been drinking enough water.
You know what you should probably benefit from are those hydration packs, the hydration IV or whatever. They have like a bunch of stuff in them that help you get hydrated quicker. And the other, I'll write it in your little paper.
It's what was it? Where's the other thing? Yeah,
I'll write it. Don't even think about it.
oh, okay.
I'll write you a little paper. I'll write an essay for you.
Should I get an IV, like one of those IVs?
I mean, if you want, yeah, they're freaking awesome, but they're just really, really marked up. But yeah, so I got one in Colorado when Cody and I went skiing last time, and now I suggest that 1,000%. The next time you go skiing, yes, get one and have them put magnesium in it. But really, magnesium just needs to be a part of your diet.
I heard
But
doesn't it help your brain functionality?
dude, it helps so much. It helps your mood, your muscles, like your mental state, huh?
Doesn't it give you the shits though?
No, my shit's been great. Now that would be if you take too much magnesium, sure. Like because it could be used as a what's that called? Yes, it can't. If you drink a bunch, it will be used to like cleanse your system in that sense. But if you're just having one serving, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna get just like a pill for magnesium, and I've done sprays and lotions. I'll take that with me to Colorado and spray my legs at night and stuff, and that really helps. But getting it in the IV, I've never come home from 6 days of skiing and felt like I never went. Like seriously, Chris, it's crazy. Did you buy your pass this year?
I didn't know. Are they for sale?
Dude, they're like $500. They give like a 25% discount this year.
I'm excited. Is it still pre-sale? Like still early bird?
Until September.
Okay, good.
You won't get as many buddy tickets, but who actually ever even uses those anyway?
I actually drank some money from Denver to go up there with me or something.
Well, if you need some, I doubt that I'll use mine. You can holler. I just finished paying mine off. Because I did the whole like drop $50 and then you pay the like 500 or whatever later.
Oh, really?
If you buy early enough, you just pay the 50 and then it charges your card. It's, September. What's that?
Just the Epic Pass.
Oh yeah. Well, it's pointless to not. If you're gonna go one time, you need a pass. We paid when we went 6 times last year. We paid more than a pass cost, and we went 6 days.
I love just like not like fretting about the ski lift tickets whenever.
Right? You're like, I'm just ready to go. I just have to.
If you look into the restrictions though, do you have to schedule and go to the mountains?
I think they're changing that this year. You don't have to do that. That was just last year. The restrictions would be like you get 10 days max at Vail. You can't go Christmas. You can't go New Year's Eve. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to go 10 days at Vail.
I don't want to go.
Exactly. I'll tell you, a good day to go is Super Bowl Sunday. That's the best day to be on the mountain. No one's up there.
That's
They're all watching the games. All right, let's flip up.
Did you go Epic or ICOP this year?
Epic. It was just too sweet of a deal to pass up. And all my friends do, well, they do both, I guess, all my friends out in Colorado, but
God, that's hardcore.
to do both.
Yeah.
But when you live out there, options.
You do whatever you
Fuck yeah.
get. That's like definitely been like a consideration for me,
I want to go to Utah this winter. I've never done Utah skiing.
or Canada.
Yeah, I mean, dude, think about it. Their Epic Pass, like the big one, is the cost of the Epic Local from last year. It's like $700 for to go to the Japan, Canada.
Really? I might just go sign that.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I've never lost money on an Epic Pass.
Fuck no.
Even the pandemic, I didn't lose it.
Mm-mm.
I had already gone. I went to Jackson Hole.
Mm-hmm. Definitely does not feel like a Wednesday. I like today does not feel Friday because I know what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow we practice event 1, which event 1 is basically there's 4 of us, but we're split into 2s.
Yeah, tell me about this.
So first event we have to knock out is like box jumps. So each one of us has to do box jumps, 40 total. So 2 of us go first and we do like 10 each, 10 each, 10 each, try to knock them out, right? Till you get 40. And like, I guess it has to be 160 total. It doesn't have to be each person does 40, right?
Oh.
But it has to be 4 rounds of 40, whatever it is, however you guys get to it. And so once that event is complete, like once my teammate and I have completed that, then we tag off the other girls and then they go complete it, right? So then once we're done with that, they come back, tag us, and then we go do burpees. So you have to do 40 burpees over a dumbbell. So there's a dumbbell there, you burpee, jump over the dumbbell, burpee, and you have to do 40.
Oh.
That's death. Oh, and mind you, while your teammate is working and you're not, you're holding a 40-pound ball in your stomach. Yeah, well, whoever's like going, right? So I'm working with my teammate. The other 2 girls are just standing there resting, I guess, watching. But while she and I are working, I'm holding a 40-pound ball between my hips and my shoulders in a bear hold. So you have to hold it with arms in front, right?
Oh my! While you're actively doing the exercise.
While you're waiting, yeah, it's an active rest. So while your teammate's going, and then you have to set it down, and then you have to wait till they pick it up to start doing your reps. So then we tag out, then the other team, our other two girls do their part. Then we go to knee raises. We do 40 knee raises each. And then I believe that's that. But that's like horrible. I've thrown up twice during that event.
Yeah, the burpees with gas. Yeah.
Dude, the box jumps.
Really?
Because you start with the box jumps, then you burpee, and like then when you get to the burpees, you can't even fucking, like, your legs don't even want to go. It's horrible. I was like dry heaving when I had to freaking go back and finish my burpees. I was like, you fucking kidding me? I have to finish this?
Wow. Yeah.
So literally that's just event one. And then event two is one person starts on the rowing machine, does 3 minutes of rowing while I'm throwing a 40-pound ball over my shoulder over and over again. And then after I do like 25 or so, I tag the next person and I rest a minute. And then once that person's done with their 3 minutes so I'll basically get 2 minutes of rest, roughly a minute and a half, 2 minutes of rest. Then I have to row for 3 minutes straight. We're trying to get max calories, so you have to pull pretty hard, you know? And then while I'm rowing, someone's doing 9-foot wall balls. Well, the team is.
Oh wow.
Then after, you have to break a 90-degree plane with your legs in the squat, and then you have to throw it up 9 feet tall. And it's a 10-pound ball. So then after that, after my 3 minutes, then I get off the rower and I'm waiting for my turn. We start overhead press. Well, we start like hanging snatch, I think, or hanging clean, I think is what it's called. And you do as many as you can, max out, you know? And then after that, we do overhead press. And then that's it.
Wow.
For that event. And then after that, we have 12 minutes for all four of us to find our max for this like deadlift clean and jerk, I think is what it's called.
Oh, so you're gonna max out?
Yeah, so I do like, so far my max is like 115 because I'm a weak ass, but my teammate did 155. My other teammates do like 125, 145.
Cleans are that much weight. It's hard.
Dude, yeah.
With them,
That's why I'm creatine loading right now.
You're the rubber plates on us.
Yeah. That's crazy though. And we have to rack and do all that and keep track of the weight, all us, you know, it's like, so it's not just the act of lifting heavy.
You have to be efficient.
Yeah. There's like strategies to every event.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. The craziest part is one of the girls is like 6'1". She's a beast. She's my trainer's girlfriend. She's awesome. She's the one that does 155, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then one of the other girls is like 11 years older than me. So she's 46 and she is a monster. Like literally, I've never seen someone box jump and burpee like she, you know what I mean? Like it really shows you that like staying youthful is out of your activity. Like her skin is young. Like her body is young. My body is older than her body.
Really?
You know what I mean? Because she's been in such good shape. She plays Division II soccer. Like she's just
I need
someone to look up to. And then the other girl's like has like a 13-month-old baby and a 6-pack abs. Like they're just all, and she's still strong as hell. Like
These your teammates?
yes, they're amazing.
You got a 6-pack?
They all have 6-packs.
What?
And I'm over here like, yeah, I'm over here creatine loading so I can pull my weight.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're literally the most wonderful women that I somehow was lucky enough to be invited to be on a team with them. Keep the desk hits.
Yeah.
Get roped up with them. Your trainer.
My trainer. So my trainer, I know him from when I used to work out at 24. I used to work out so much before I got into these car accidents that people would ask what I was training for, and I'd be like, life, you know? I just would like do crazy workouts, and I had like girlfriends I'd work out with, and we were just monsters in the gym.
Are you getting better with your injury?
Yeah, I mean, it's always there, so I just, sometimes my neck will get psycho locked up to protect, but I just have to know what my limits are. But, you know, I'm just going to the chiropractor every week. Actually, this past month, I went like 6 times in the month just because my neck was so mad about the work, you know what I mean? Because it's used to protecting, and so it kept wanting to lock up. Well, it kept locking up. So I kept going to the chiropractor. I was like, help.
You didn't lock it.
Yeah.
He or she.
Both, you know, just whoever's at the joint. Got dry needling. I got another dry needling appointment next week. Tons of massage. Whereas pre-accident, it wouldn't have been so hard on me to do this, you know?
Yeah.
My neck is...
Wait, is one foot longer than the other?
On me?
On me.
Looks like your right one, maybe. What do you think?
I don't know. Can't tell.
Just go to a shoe store and have them measure your feet. That's how I found out my feet were different sizes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And that's when I was like, oh, that's why my snowboard boots don't ever fit right, you know? That's why I have so much trouble.
I feel like one foot's longer than the other. One.
Mine's like a half size, or I think my 2 feet, one's like a half size bigger.
Legs longer than the other.
Yeah. But you want to know, it's probably from you sitting on your foot. It may not actually be like that. Your hips are probably just out of alignment.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Back in alignment.
Yeah. My hips are always out of alignment from sleeping on my side and jacking up my one leg, you know?
I just feel like getting jerked like that is like, it's just sketchy to me. Getting jerked, you know?
The way I do it is I act as if I'm riding on the back of a motorcycle. I just close my eyes and trust the fact that they went to school for 8 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You get jerked.
Jerk me. I don't give a fuck. Like,
How can you accurately get jerked?
because they put their finger like on the place where they're trying to adjust. They feel it and they put their finger there and they're like, pop. It's awesome, Chris. I forget I've been trying to get you with a chiropractor for forever.
Yeah. Slowing on.
No. Because your dang hips.
Yeah. It's like I honestly don't care about the money I
You're just grinding your body to the ground.
I like it because the challenge, but jeez, this sucks. This is the most hurt I've been.
How's your diet been? What? Think about it. And are you getting enough sleep at night? I mean, at least you're getting 6, but you have to think that when you sleep, that's when your body's regenerating and recovering. And then by eating, I mean, I would suggest trying like an anti-inflammatory diet, because clearly your body's inflamed.
I ate bread.
Okay, well, that inflames you.
I ate 2 ham sandwiches last night.
Try doing like grilled meat, baked meat, roasted vegetables. It's like super easy to roast vegetables. You put it on like 425 for 20 minutes, or 425 or 430 for 20 minutes. And then while you're doing that, you can like be out on the grill, just throw some chicken on there or some hamburger patties. Because what's happening is that you're not giving yourself enough time to let your body recover as you're sleeping, and then not to mention that you're not eating good food that's like giving you a good power source. Plus, bread and sugars, like that stuff, it inflames your body, so then you're just creating more pain. Sure. I mean, what you can do is what we did last night was we got some chicken breasts. We cut like cuts into it, and then put like Chick-fil-A sauce inside of it, and then grilled it. seasoned it, grilled it.
Yeah, you bought some sauce that's sort.
Yes, sir. But they do also sell, there's this guy named, I'll send it in the thing. There's this guy that creates a sugar-free sauce that tastes just like Chick-fil-A sauce. Because you think sugar is an inflammatory, right? So you gotta get away from stuff like that, like the sugars. But I have his honey barbecue sauce too. So bomb. No sugars in it.
Tastes just like this normal sauce.
Yes, it's so good.
I think all Asian.
Shoot.
Should pour that all over.
Pretty sure that is sugar. I'll go back to the other hand because I didn't do your palm.
I don't want to do that massage where that chiropractor where
Nice.
they he said they had the gloves on and they do the inside of your mouth with the gloves.
Cool. You know, I do that.
With gloves?
Yes.
You do that?
Yes. All that is TMJ massage. It's intra-mouth massage.
Can I try some of that?
Not today, but next time we can.
Okay.
I just don't have my gloves. My gloves are coming in.
Okay, so I'm gonna order.
Yeah, next time you come, we'll just do intra-mouth.
What is that?
Basically, we're just going into the muscles in your inner jaw and like working your cheeks and stuff, just working the inner mouth muscles. So you warm up the back, you warm up the chest, you warm up the neck, go to the outer mouth, go in the inner mouth, and it's over. That's a TMJ session.
Oh, you can do the inner mouth.
Yeah, I took a class in that like 2-3 years ago. Actually, maybe closer to like 4 years ago, because I was still working for like Zeal. I don't do that app bullshit anymore. A long time ago.
Yeah.
I actually just did that a couple days ago for a chick that does she's got some stuff going on with her mouth, but she does voice work. Can I take this from you, this pillow?
Yeah.
She does voice work and she needed intra-mouth work.
Really?
And she had seen someone else. She had seen some other guy. And I guess his work was like super aggressive and like painful. And he was like, "You're not gonna be able to see me for another week and a half. Like you're gonna be needing to recover." And I was like, "What?" She told me that. I was like, "That's crazy." I'm like, TMJ work. I mean, like if you've got a lot of TMJ, yeah, it's gonna be more sensitive when you're doing the work. But like, you shouldn't be like bruising and doing that kind of damage on the face. Like it'd be gentle but aggressive in a kind way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, can you feel that?
Yes,
you feel
that. Mm-hmm.
My child's so bad.
Do you rest your hand on your arm a lot? You rest your face on your hand? I can't speak. Or do you think it's just stress related, just clenching?
Yeah, and I'm supposed to wear a night guard.
And you're not?
Yeah.
So the next session, we have to make it a full 3 hour, or we could do the 3.5 hour like you were saying, and we'll literally do the last. If you do a 3.5 hour, do like 40 minutes on your inner and outer mouth, at least.
Wow, it's weird. You can like feel the knots. That's weird.
And if you want to tune in tomorrow night, we're actually doing a neck and face tomorrow night with the Thai Jam.
Are you?
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
How do I find that?
Robert Gardner Wellness YouTube channel.
Robert Gardner.
I'll send it in your essay.
I found it right up. I'm gonna go watch all this stuff. Watching this stuff.
Yes.
It's for living.
Maybe I need to add that to my website. Does intramouth work?
Yeah.
Or yeah, whenever we do our next session, video that and put that on my website.
I would advertise like the type of pain that you would like address.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna have to start breaking it down in videos, you know?
Like computer pains, wrist pain,
Mm-hmm.
and then like specialists in this. Because I didn't know that was called intramouth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I took a whole class on this. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
What did they teach?
And I couldn't stay awake. And the girl that I was working with was like she was in some sort of dom relationship or something. So she had this thing like locked around her neck and she couldn't undo it, right? And you're supposed to do all this neck work and I'm like, awkward, you know, like she's got this like chain around her neck. I'm like, yes, I swear. This massage therapist, crazy.
Oh my god.
But I couldn't stay awake. It felt so damn good. I was like, her hands are in my mouth. I'm like, she was like, she kept waking me up. She's like, stay awake. And I'm like, I can't. It feels good. I'm like, trust me, I've got this.
Oh wow. She's like there in all seriousness, but has like a dom collar on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, it's very confusing. Imagine how weird that'd be to be the client, you know? You're like, huh, you know?
You're really committed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She's like, I can't. I don't have the key. It's my master's. What? Oh, okay. That's enough. To each their own. Just wish your master had given you the key for our class today when we're working on the neck. Like shit you can't make up. Feel that in there? It's like where the master like coming.
Oh wow, yeah, it's like crazy. There's muscle in your chin like that.
Did you know that the muscles in your neck are tied into your gums? So if you've got tight neck, your gum, you know, if you ever have issues with like your gums going back onto your teeth the way they're supposed to.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. It's tied into your neck. Think about all this stuff's connected. It's like deeper than you think. It's like a bunch of layers of systems and muscles and bones and all this stuff working together all at the same time. And so basically when I do the inner mouth work, I basically get in these muscles but inside your mouth. This one's the very back, your cheek muscles, like, oh, it feels so good. What's Zapier? App of sorts?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It connects apps together.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess it's at a deaf conference. So you got your website updated then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took me freaking forever. All it took was what my web guy. I was gonna pay him $200 to do these simple edits, and he just didn't want to do it. He says, "I'm just so lazy. I just didn't want to do it."
Oh my
But then one day he finally said, he says, "Well, I'm super high. I don't have anything to do. I guess I'll help you." And he like walked me through it, which I think is more trouble than him just doing it. You know? I was like, "That's all I need to do is you just get randomly really high and me contact you." I was like, "Fuck, I'm lucky today, I guess." Mm-hmm.
Wait, you stopped smoking and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Really? For this fitness competition?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually quitting drinking too, I think. Because I went on a couple party barges and I catch myself. I'm like, well, I want to be able to drive, so I won't have more than 3 drinks because it's like a 4-hour barge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I'll have 3 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, wait, what was the point of that? Like, it tasted good. Yeah, I enjoyed drinking it. Didn't get me drunk. Didn't, you know what I mean? I'm like, so wait, I just drank a bunch of calories.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense when I'm trying to freaking lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next week I went on another party barge and I just drank water the entire time. I stayed completely sober. And I wasn't mad about it. I just like floated around in the lake.
Those are chill. I always like those.
Yeah. I kept like, my sister came too and I kept being like, will you hold my stuff? Because then I'd go down the slide and do like a front flip, you know? They're like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, man.
What was the occasions? Just for fun?
The party barge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, like there's these different music production companies or whatever, and they do this every year where they'll like, all the DJs that work with the production company will DJ the party, and then just gets like their name out there because they do like weddings or whatever it is, you know, they bartend it, or they play music at bars around town, like all these different things. So it's just an event where they can DJ
Oh, wow.
and, you know, throw a party
on
a barge on Lake Travis.
Wow.
So we pull up and we're like the poppin' one because we've got like bass and badass music and
Wow.
hot girls, of course, because that's super important to them.
They have they get the whole sound system and everything in there.
Oh yeah, top deck, big ass speakers, turntables, a lot of shit.
And it gets loud.
Oh, loud, yeah.
I don't want to do that actually.
Super fun. I had a party for my birthday in 2018. And I got a party barge, and I like hired one of those dudes from the barge this past weekend to be my DJ. It was super sick. And then one of my best friends owns a bartending company, so she was bartending. So she just kept pitchers of drinks ready, and then people would just go down and pour from the pitcher. So pre-made drinks and shit.
Like you guys got the blue one, like the blue party barge, just for fun one.
We go to beachfront boat rentals because it's really easy for loading and unloading.
Is it over there like
It's by Valente.
Valente?
You basically pull right up to the boat.
Right.
It was tight. So work on doing this to yourself. Come to your bones here and just sink. And then open your mouth and slowly slide. You feel that? Right? And that you pointed to all the places that we're trained to massage, right? You massage right here in this, there's a little hole, right? Right in front of your ears, or right in front of your little nubs here. So go in here, press, right underneath the ears. Right above the ears. But the next appointment, we are going to do 3.5 hour. Okay?
Okay.
Well, what works out is I was giving you a discount for you letting me record our session. So it equals a 2.5 hour session anyway. So at least you're not paying for any massage that you're not getting since you have to leave before the full time. But unfortunately, this is it.
I'm gonna do the happy baby.
Yes, happy baby.
And yeah, heavy rebirth.
Rebirth, you say?
I just need to add some sleep to this. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, sleep and quality food and proper hydration. I was reading this Aubrey, you know that guy from On It, Aubrey, whatever his name is?
Oh, I know On It, but I don't know that guy.
So he's the dude that created it, right? And he has a book that I bought, and it's like basically how to be, you know, because his whole thing is optimization, being the most optimal human you can be. So I haven't gotten into the book that far because I suck at reading, but the very beginning is telling you what you need to do when you first wake up. When you wake up, you need to get the hell out of bed. You need to move, get sunlight, and get water, because all night long, through aspiration, you are dehydrating yourself. So the first thing you do is you get 8 ounces of water, you put salt and lemon in it. You know, so that's what you do. So I've been doing that lately, every morning, because also when you're working out, if you from 90 minutes to 2 hours before, if you do like salt and orange juice, this is my trainer told me, then you won't be thirsty during your workout and your competition. So anyway, but Aubrey says the same thing. He says, first thing in the morning, you need to do that. Then you need to go move, get movement and get vitamin D. That way you can get your circadian rhythm working. So that way you know when you need to go to bed, right? Because your circadian rhythm will get stepped up right in the morning. Okay, boom, it's sunlight. I'm moving. That's still, I need to get going.
Shoot, dude. That's what I need to do.
But just doing that, so what I've done, because I was really dehydrated too, one of those times I threw up last week was because I was so dehydrated. I had like cotton mouth while I was working out, like as if I had smoked pot or something. Like it was crazy. And I ended up drinking like 30 ounces of water and just barfed it right up. It was horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was holding that ball against my stomach and doing burpees. And I was just like, bleh, you know, it was fucking horrible. So I started doing this where I bought these, they have these new little things that it's these little powders, right? And you put them in your water and they're like hydration. It's like how to get 4 times hydrated quicker, some crap like that. Mm-hmm. So first thing in the morning, I do my water with my salt and my lemon. And then after that, I drink one of those hydration packs. You know, I'll get my eggs going or my oatmeal, depending on if I'm working out, and I go, you know? Yeah. But you need to get on that oatmeal because, I mean, like, oatmeal or eggs. Oatmeal is great because, I mean, it's carbs, you know, but as a man, you can have more carbs than I can anyway. But you need that to function so that you have the brain power throughout the day. You know, that way you get your sleep so you're getting your memory, you know, but all these things are so important so you can be functional and not feeling like poop. Yeah. You know, because you'll be able to just, like, power through shit so much quicker if you're getting that food and sleep.
It's because I'm staying late to do it.
Because you took on an extra client, you don't really have the time.
You know what? You're right. I gotta get some oats. I need to.
Because the oatmeal's so easy. I got these little packs. I mean, you can do rolled oats, which is great, and you can even make rolled oats the night before. What my chick was saying for my group, she puts like, I'll put the recipe when I send you, like a 1/4 cup of rolled oats, some almond milk, some peanut butter. And then they like make overnight oats with that, and you can like drink it the next day. But I like to blend mine up, you know. But then that way it's something easy, just go. But like with the oatmeal, literally though, I'm filling the little thing up with water, putting it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then eating it. You know what I mean? It's fucking easy.
So letting it sit in the milk or whatever. Mm-hmm.
So it softens.
Dang,
that's how.
Good, actually.
So you just get a bunch of little jars and do that, and then boom, you have your meal. Throw some fruit in there, some blueberries.
Wow. Well, thanks so much.
Always my pleasure.
You're the best, dude.
You're the best.
Thanks, Kristen. I really appreciate you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Wow. I feel so much better. Wow.
Very good. Good.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So drink lots of water tonight. Get your water in, and then I'll send my essay over later this evening, so you can kind of know what all the things. And then you can do the Venmo when you get to the house, whatever.
For $250.
For 2.
200.
Yeah, it's normally $240, but you let me record, so 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
All right, no problem. Tell your lady I say hello.
All right, I will. Later.
Bye. And that's a wrap.